The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back at it again. It's Tom and Steve on The Local Show on 570 WSYR 106.9 FM. Steve Roberts, I like to let him talk every so often, and this is your chance. You can talk about Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts.
Oh, I thought I was going to talk about your new haircut.
No,
and
not
the
at
thinning
all.
Hairline. I don't get to talk about that. All right, well, Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. Every day, every week, people get their affairs in order. That sounds so like, ooh, but it is a good thing to do. If you haven't put your house in a trust, healthcare can eat that up in a big hurry, and people can lose everything. Every day, people are reaching out to John and the team over at Safe Harbor. If you haven't done it, by golly, do it, because once it's done, you can't do it. Does that make sense, Tom?
Sure.
370-9977, safeharborwillsandtrust.com.
Thank you so much. All right. It's our pleasure now to bring somebody new onto the show. So let's not scare her away too fast. Okay, Steve?
I'll do my best.
Her name is Colleen Prossner, and she is the VP Communications and Development Director there at Nascentia Health. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I did say your last name right, huh?
You
Prossner?
did.
Okay.
You did. You get a gold star.
He practices these things. He's such a professional.
You know, I try. So, Colleen, you've been around Syracuse for a while, right? Are you a Syracuse native?
No, I'm from Oneida originally, but been in the Cazenovia, Manlius area. You know, I sound like that's like 90,000
Right.
years away, but no, I've been in this area for pretty much my whole life. Been in Cazenovia forever, and now I'm in Manlius.
Right. So when you say you're in Oneida, you born and raised there? Did you go to Oneida High School?
Born and raised, went to Oneida High.
So that's how you know Tom Terry,
That's
because
how
he
I know
went
Tom
there.
Terry. Move real estate, everybody.
Yeah, no, that's great.
With 7 other people. So
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Tom had told you, but I used to run the radio station Mix 106 out there.
No kidding.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
we could
Isn't
sit
that
here all
something?
day and make these.
That's
those were some pretty impressive facilities out there, Tom.
I like Oneida. You know, I'm one of one of the few. But I thought Oneida was so quaint. You know, Elm Street and the park and all that stuff. It was
Great
really
place
nice.
to raise. Great place. to
When
be
Tim
raised.
Hortons left, I had no reason to stop there anymore. It was going through. It was
Dunkin'
gone.
Donuts.
Yeah, well, there's that too, right? Okay, that's cool. So you were out in Oneida. What'd you go to college for?
I went for English communications to Niagara University.
Very nice. Okay. And what jobs did you hold prior to coming to Nascentia?
I worked at the United Food and Commercial Workers in Utica,
Oh, interesting.
believe it or not, for quickly right after I graduated. And then I went to the Greater Syracuse Association of Realtors. And I was there for 8 years.
What'd you do there?
I was communications director.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, so I ran the communications department. I worked under John Osta, and then I worked under Lenore Fetco.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I
She
know
just
Lenore.
retired. Very, very dear
Yeah.
friend of mine. And but yeah, I worked there for 8 years. Great place to be. And
Yeah.
you know, it was in the heyday of real
Oh,
estate.
sure.
You know,
Yeah,
real
yeah,
estate
everything
has
was-
its ups and its downs, but you know, some great times there. Great realtors that are out there, including Tommy.
Yeah, right.
So Nascentia wooed you over, and to do what?
Well, then I worked at Cas College.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I worked at Cazenovia College for 21 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So, and then I...
and they shut the place down on
And
you.
they shut the place
Come
down.
on.
Shut the front door, literally.
Right.
And so I worked there, and I was the executive director of the Catherine Cummings Theater, which is right next door to the Lincoln House Restaurant.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So I did that for 21 years and
Good
ran
golly.
a jazz fest and concerts and all kinds of things. And then that closed a couple of years ago, and Nascentia was right there, and I am so lucky to be able to working for this company. It's a great company.
So tell us
Great what we do.
What do they do? So everybody knows, it has a clear picture.
So Nascentia Health is a home health company. We take care of people in their homes, and we want to keep them home. We don't want them in the hospital. We want them to be able to be cared for at home when they're safe, where they feel, you know, the confines of their own home. They heal better. They just want to be there. They want to be in the safety and the comfort of their own homes to heal. So we keep people home. Our nurses, aides, physical therapists, OT, PT, speech, all of that go into the home every day for thousands of patients. We serve 48 counties
Wow.
in New York State. including obviously Onondaga, Madison, Herkimer, Oneida, Otsego, Jefferson, all the counties around this area. So our nurses and our aides are out on the road all day. We also have offices in Buffalo, Albany, Rochester. And so we're out, and the Nascentia health cars that you see all over.
Yeah, I see a lot of those.
They're all our nurses and aides and our RNs working and going into homes and helping people.
See, Steve, I had mistakenly thought that they were an insurance company, but
No.
you're not an insurance company.
We are a home health company, yes. And we've
Okay. So everyone is a physician that works for you?
no, they're RNs, aides, physical therapy, OT, PT, speech. We have providers that are out there as well that help take care of our patients, but the people that work directly, it's mostly nurses, aides, PT, OT, the therapy that goes into the homes to help people get better.
So this keeps people out of long-term care?
No, out of the hospitals.
Out of the hospitals.
Out of the
Well,
hospitals.
those things are sort of kind of connected. If someone's failing, right? So you keep them healthy and at home. Is that a fair statement?
Correct. And then we also have insurance. We have different levels of that we offer as far as insurance. So we have a managed long-term care program where people are also stay in their home with our managed long-term care program. So that's Medicaid, Medicare, and people stay home, and that's how they're able to do it.
Right.
With the help of us and the
That's
help
really
of all
great.
other types of services. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you have a lot of competition in that.
There's some, but there have been closings. St. Joe's had a home health company. They had
yeah.
a home health, section, and they closed. So we actually ended up acquiring some of their employees and some of their patients that came over to Nascentia. So
How big is Nascentia? How many people?
that work there,
Yeah, employees.
over 1,000.
Wow.
All over.
That's a lot.
Oh, my
Steve.
goodness.
Yeah, we have about a couple hundred in our offices right in Syracuse, but then we have all the ancillary satellite offices.
Yeah.
And then there are aides and nurses and all the OTPT speech therapists that are on the road that actually pop into the office here and there, but majority of those people work remotely.
So are you affiliated with any specific hospital, or is it everybody? Because people have doctors from different that are lined up with different hospitals.
Right. We're not in line with one certain
So people
hospital.
can keep their if they go with you, they don't have to like switch their doctors and do everything. They can keep the same system with doctors that are
Same
familiar with
healthcare
it.
providers,
Healthcare providers.
So, are you a nonprofit? Or?
We're
Okay.
a nonprofit, yes, and we've been around for 130 years. So we were formerly VNA, the Visiting Nurses Association of Central New York, and that's how most people know us. So when I say Nascentia Health and I'm out speaking in the community and going and meeting with different people,
Yeah.
people are really getting to know, and
Sure.
really Nascentia Health is now becoming more. It's getting to be a more common household
Yeah.
name
And
because
people
of what
in
we
the
do.
space that,
In the
that
space.
know it. So if you're not in there, you don't know it until you know it.
Right.
So is this a lot of referrals? Are you dealing with family members trying to get mom or dad help, or are you dealing directly with the individuals? Do the
Both.
doctors refer you from the hospitals? How
We
does it
have
work?
All of it. So we have referrals from hospitals, from doctors, from family members, from the individuals themselves. So it could be an individual that knows that they need some help at home, and maybe
Okay.
they need 20 extra hours at home, and they're still living independently, but they need some extra help.
Really,
That's-
I'm sorry to cut you off there. Really quickly, talk about this event you have coming up.
Oh, so the event we have coming up, so this actually will support our charitable foundation,
Okay.
which is the foundation that was created to support our pediatric program. So the foundation raises money for all of the unmet needs of our pediatric program. And there are adults that we serve as well, but the majority of them, it was started to support pediatrics and the needs that they have. A lot of these people are either uninsured or underinsured for the simplest things. It could be medical equipment, it could be diapers, it could be formula, it could be a piece of medical equipment that maybe wasn't covered under insurance that we end up helping them secure.
So the event is October 6th?
Yes,
And they
next
can
weekend.
register at nascentiahealth.org. Can they get the info there?
Yes, it's nascentiahealth.org/raise-a-glass. So that's where you can buy tickets. If you go to our website, you can go right to the foundation and you'll find the ticket link there.
Excellent. Well, we encourage everyone to do that. We could have you on again and again, so hopefully you'll come back.
Well, it's great, and I'm so glad to be here and glad to be supporting what we do. And our Raise a Glass event is so much fun. We have some
Excellent.
great events events and great silent auction items and great prizes. So hope you guys come.
Great. Well, that's Colleen Prossner right there, VP Communications and Development at Nascentia Health. You have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.